Here are the latest news concerning. Hello there. Hope you're good. I'm just checking if the audio is good. I will try to open. Okay, so the live, everything is perfect here on my screen. Great. Okay, hello everyone. Can you hear me very well? I'm trying now the DJI Mic 2 connected to my Sony camera there, and I'm streaming via this Sony a6700 with my 16mm Sigma and the black mist filter from CanDef Concept. Okay, just we will talk about action cameras. We'll talk about some other cameras if you would like to, because I don't know if you watched my video yesterday. I made a video about the firmware update for this Fuji X-H2S. I don't know if you shoot with a camera, with a mirrorless camera, which is the brand that you are shooting with. Hello Cream, hello from Texas, hello GMG 3 Precision. Any news on the FOV boost lens? I've ordered mine. Well, I will talk about this just in a second. Hello Rafal. I hope you got your Osmo Action 5 because you cancelled the order of the Ace Pro 2. When comes Insta, well, insta360 Ace Pro 2, when it comes to India, it has to come very soon, because I was checking today in the morning, I was checking my affiliate sales on the Insta360, and besides those who cancelled, like Rafal for example, but all of the orders that they were set in October via my links were delivered, and all of the orders, I think up to November 5 or 6, were delivered as well. So they are delivering, they are shipping the products, the Ace Pro 2, well, in the chronological order. So here is my Ace Pro 2. Let's see. I want to try something with it, just live with you. Okay, perfect. On Monday you will be delivered with the Action 5. So guys, I would like to make a live session next time with one of you. So I'd like to make it like an interview, or not an interview, but a discussion with me and someone else talking. What do you think about that? Do you think that could be something interesting? Okay, so we have a new firmware update for the Ace Pro 2. And that's firmware update, as well as the upcoming firmware update. I participated a lot, not only me, but all of those who tried the camera and gave their feedbacks. And I know that I tried to reach out to insta360. I asked them to integrate some of the features that I would love to see. So let's see if they integrated them in this one. So acepro 2, firmware 1.0.18, improved dual track audio between the camera and Bluetooth devices. That will be good. Improved image quality in video and pure video modes. Improved image quality underwater, absolutely, it's not from my ideas. Improved image quality in warm toned scenes, that's one. Improved image quality at high frame rates and adjusted the intensity of medium sharpness. The medium sharpness, I talked about it as well. Camera stability and user experience improvement. So let us download the firmware. I haven't tried it yet. I knew that there is a firmware coming soon. This morning I filmed something that will go out tomorrow, and it was not on this firmware. Keep that in mind. I wanted to go this morning to try something with my camera, but I didn't have this firmware. Yeah, the latest firmware update on the Osmo Action 5 Pro is very interesting. And after this firmware update, I don't know if you watched my previous videos, but DJI reached out to me, and it's been like a week. We are exchanging emails, and yeah, I'm trying to ask all of the questions that you have. So, well, I'm very grateful because they saw my videos, even though I have a small channel, but that's something very interesting and very encouraging for me. And thanks to you, because you are posting your comments there and you are helping in the growth of this community. Hello Espen, it was nice talking to you today by phone. Finally you made it to the live. Well, about fogging issue, I talked about it many times and I'll mention it, well, in tomorrow's video. I filmed it today. I went out today because it started to snow, and although I'm a bit sick, it's been 2 days, I haven't been to work because I had some fever, but I decided this morning just to get some fresh air. I went out with the acepro 2 because it was snowing. The temperature outside was -6. I wanted to see if I'm going from the inside to the outside of the apartment. You're gonna see that in the beginning of the video tomorrow. I went from inside 21, 22 degrees to outside -6. No fogging at all. You're gonna see that, you know. I'm not trying to hide something. If there was something wrong on my camera, I would have mentioned it, because that will be bad to keep something, even if it was sent to me for free. But if it's not working, if it has issues, why I have to keep it, why I have to convince you to buy it, you know, because I have affiliate links, whether with DJI and with insta360. So I'm making money, if we can say that, via these affiliate links. So for me, it doesn't matter if you buy this one or that one via, as long as it's via my link, it's fine, you know. But yeah. Which camera is best for vlogging, acepro 2 or DJI 5 Pro? I talked about this topic many times, and in tomorrow's video, the one that I filmed today, I will talk also about this topic from different point of views. For me, these two cameras are both, you cannot go wrong with them. They both have strength and they both have weaknesses, and they both have lots of weaknesses so far, you know. DJI is trying to get things done quickly with the firmware updates. Insta360, now we are waiting for the whole batch to be shipped to see the feedback about it. And also I'm waiting for a second unit from this Insta360 acepro 2, because I have lots of tests. As I did with the DJI Action 5 Pro, I got a second unit to make my tests. So now I'm waiting also, just like you. Of course, I will test my DJI, but I have watched all of your videos since I've found your channel, and I rely on your honest cameras testing. Well, thank you a lot, much appreciated. If you notice that the kind of test that I do on these cameras is more like vlogging tests, because more than 90% of the users of these cameras are using them to vlog with, and not to to make action shots and to ride bicycles on a cliff. Okay, it is updated now. But yeah, lots of people are using them like this for a vlogging test. And when I tried to contact DJI, when they reached out and I asked them a question, why every time we have a new camera from DJI, when we take it out of the box, it's not in 4K, it's in 1080. And the answer was like mostly 80 to 90% of users will not use 4K when recording with these cameras. I don't know how they get this information, but if they get this information, that means that they have some sources that I don't have. And that's why out of the box, whenever you get a camera from DJI, since DJI Action 1, you have 1080p and not 4K. So basically users are using these cameras in 1080 and not in 4K. So when you upgrade from a year to another, I don't know why you upgrade then, because 1080p is way too old for now. It snows a lot here too. Got a little trip out today. Will probably be my last test with the Hero 13. I think it will be sent back, of course. Still waiting for Ace Pro 2. I think Ace Pro 2 will arrive very soon to Norway. Water activities. Water activities is not my domain at all. If you put me inside the water, that will be a disaster for the earth. So do you use any other cameras than these action cameras? I got lots of comments and lots of messages saying that you are using these cameras in the wrong way. These cameras are not meant to be used like that. And of course the test won't be good for these cameras because you are using them walking and talking and so on, and these cameras are not for that. That's why I made that night vlog last time, saying that why we have vlogging bundles with these cameras, but I keep getting these kind of messages. Wow, Pietro, I hope it was in English. Okay, but I understood that you ordered it on 9/11, 9 November, and so far 14 days and you don't have the camera and you don't have any idea about it. Yeah, I just said in the beginning of this video that according to the tracking that I have on my affiliate sales, the cameras that they were ordered before the 5th of November, almost all of them were already delivered via my affiliate links, because you might get it via some other links and I don't have any tracking about it. I think you are good if you are traveling on December 4th. Wow, I can understand a little bit of Italian. That's good. If you are traveling on 4th of December, I think it will be good. You will receive it. I cannot assure that 100%, but according to what I know, that the cameras, the new batch started to ship. Yeah, I use DJI Pocket 3, Sony CV1 Mark II. I have it here, the top-down camera. And the FDR X3000, this is a nice one. I don't have it. Yeah, I like cameras. We were talking with Espen today. I like cameras. I have Sony here, Fuji back there, and I have Nikon there. I have another Fuji somewhere as well. And I ordered a Sony camera for the Black Friday. By the way, have you watched my Black Friday videos? I still have two, so I have one coming tomorrow, one coming on Sunday, and I'm not sure if after Sunday I'll keep making these videos for the Black Friday, because it's gonna be the week for the Black Friday next week. So since we have a new firmware on this on this Osmo, on this Ace Pro 2, it means that tomorrow we have a video to make with the new firmware tomorrow during the day, and I'll try to make it throughout the day, daytime, nighttime, to see the improvements, because they said we have improvements in video mode, and in pure video mode we have improvements in audio as well. So I will test that tomorrow. I hope I'll be better tomorrow, because it's been 2 days and that's too long. And concerning the Black Friday deals, well, it's not logical for a brand to release a camera at a certain price and then directly cut the price down to sell it, you know. I'm sure that there will be no Black Friday deals on the Action 5 Pro or on the Ace Pro 2. I don't think there will be Black Friday deals on the Osmo Pocket 3 as well. On the Mini 3 Pro, on the Mini 4, I'm not sure about the Mini 4, but the Mini 3 Pro we have some deals. On the Action 4 we have lots of deals. On the Ace Pro, on the X3 from Insta360, X4 we have great deals as well. Hello Kumar. The X3000 has a special place in my heart. It's not the best, but it's a camera I never want to or can sell. Many big travel vloggers still use this camera. Yeah. So you are Team Sony for the cameras. This update for the HDR is something that, well, just I will read it. I will read an email that I got from DJI. And I'm preparing that for another video. Speaking of feedback, we've heard your comments on the direct output details, and we're excited to share that a new firmware update is on the horizon for next month. This update is tailored to include optimizations based on your insightful suggestions. Your technical expertise is highly regarded, and we're eager for more discussions on how we can refine our products together. That was the mail that I got last night from DJI, and the mail was too long. I'm preparing a full video about that, because they answered lots of the questions that we talked about on my videos. So if you don't want to make night videos, get the Action 4 easily, you know. You can use the links I have in the description. You can get the Action 4. Now it's on sale because of the Black Friday deals. So you can get it at a very nice price. Or you can get a used one, because now with the Action 5 Pro, you can find some Action 4 on the market, on the marketplace. Let's talk about the price. Well, Action 5 Pro is a very good camera, as well as the Ace Pro 2. And there is no the best action camera for this year, especially that the Ace Pro 2 didn't have much of updates. It didn't sell a lot because of the stock issue that they had. Well, but in my opinion, the DJI Action 5 Pro is a very capable camera. But for example, these updates for the super night mode and the other stuff should be from the beginning and not via firmware updates. You know, these are stuff that are basic, and they already know about that because people complained about those from the DJI Action 3, Action 4, you know, so they should have implemented those directly in the camera. And for the price, if we compare some bundles, okay, if you take the basic price of the camera, you can see a difference. But according to some statistics that I saw, the bundle that sells a lot is not the standalone camera. They usually sell more with bundles with whether the adventure combo from DJI or the dual battery, now they call it, from Ace Pro 2, or you know, these bundles, when you compare them, for example, you take the vlogging bundle from Ace Pro 2 and the adventure bundle from the Action 5 Pro, there is not much of a difference. Of course, you have maybe 40 to 50 US dollars more with the Ace Pro 2, but you have a tripod, you have a memory card, you have a screen protector, and you have, if you use my link, you can get an extended warranty. So overall, you will get what you pay for. You know, if you compare bundles, there is not much of a difference. If you compare the standalone versions, yeah, you can see some difference, but this is not the best seller for the brands. You know, when a brand, let's talk about commercial techniques, when a brand put the camera at a higher price, but when you see the bundles not so much expensive, so you will buy, of course, the bundle, and that's the strategy, the marketing strategy and the commercial strategy for the brand, you know. While for DJI, they don't count on selling the bundles because almost all of the accessories from the Action 3, Action 4 can be used with this one. Would this camera be any good to record music concerts? Well, of course not, because music concerts means that you have low light, you can get some rushes, but you cannot get great audio without microphones. If you would like to do so, you need, of course, to get some external microphones, and well, you can get some rushes, but you cannot film a whole concert with those, you know. I don't recommend that at all. Get yourself a camera, get yourself a Pocket 3 so you can get some shallow depth of field. You have the 1-inch sensor, so you have a sensor way bigger than these cameras here. Okay, let's put the 2. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe. Where is it? It's here. Feel free to subscribe. That's a massive help for me and for my channel. I would like to mention I come from a GoPro 10, so being able to see what it's capable, it has been amazing. I took my Action 5 Pro to Disney, the battery lasted all day, so that was also pleasing. I also wanted to thank you for your videos. You're welcome. They have been absolutely helpful. I will be using your link from now on as a second camera. I will purchase Ace Pro 2, so thank you. You're welcome. I much appreciate your comment. And yeah, the battery life on the Action 5 Pro is better than the battery life on the Ace Pro 2. But once again, whenever I go outside, I always have a second battery. And with the fast charging, I don't have issues at all. You know, for example, with this ZV-E1 that I have here, ZV-1 Mark II, the battery drains so fast. but this is not an issue because we know that these are small batteries and I can exchange them easily. The same goes with my Sony a6700. The battery is a good battery, but you know, whenever I go, I have with me 2 or 3 batteries more, and I'm used to that. So for me, this is not a big issue. Well, I can understand. I can understand your frustrations. And if you want the Action 5 Pro, use my link as well. That's a massive help for me for my channel. Well, the 360 camera from DJI, I don't have much information about it. I'm trying to get this information because I was very happy to see that email coming from DJI. I saw that on my phone. I was like, what? I opened my computer back there to read it carefully. And we started to exchange emails, and we started to talk now via WhatsApp. So I hope, as I told you, the email from last night was amazing. Your technical expertise is highly regarded, and we're eager for more discussions on how we can refine our products together. And they said also, this update is tailored to include optimizations based on your insightful suggestions. So I felt like, wow, that's so good. I think now everyone is busy, especially those on Twitter, on X application. Igor Bogdanov and the others are busy with the DJI mic Mini. Was that I read that the fogging seems to be related to a particular batch? Well, once again, I don't know exactly what's the problem with this fogging. For me, I didn't have any fogging at all. Today, the video I recorded this morning, it was -6 degrees. I was recording in 4K 60 just to stress the camera a little bit more than the usual. And I didn't had anything at all from this fogging issues, you know, so it could be a problem with some batteries, with some lenses that they didn't close well, or I don't know. DJI, I saw that information about mirrorless cameras because I think they own Hasselblad, or they have like actions in Hasselblad company, because they were partners for lots of drones camera. And by the way, in speaking of drones, yesterday Peter McKinnon released a video about drones, about DJI Air 3S. I'm going to release mine in a week or two. Well, it's not the Peter McKinnon style at all. He's here and I'm still here. Yeah. But DJI asked me if I would like to try their Air 3S. 1 second. Okay, sorry for that. Where were we? I'm so glad that DJI supports smaller channels and not just large channels. We need tests from similar content creators, more real tests, and not over polished videos. You know, that's something good. I was very happy when I got that email from them, and I felt that I'm doing these videos because I like doing them. I like to talk about stuff that I enjoy working with. But once the brand can see you, that's interesting. You know, you feel like, wow, you did something. Well, if we would like to talk about physics, when you have fog inside of the lens, so you have many reasons. whether you have some water that comes in, you know, some humidity. It's not like water leakage, but maybe just a small slit inside here, so you have like humidity inside of this lens thing, and when the camera will heat because of that you are using it and so on, that will make this water droplets that are in the air inside of this between the lens and the lens cap, that will make that fogging thing. That comes to lots of conditions, whether this lens is not very well put in place, whether you have a defected area here somewhere, or whether you didn't close it well, or maybe you opened it and you closed it in a humid situation, in outdoors, let's say in some places, in humid places. I remember before, and I got that on my Nikon D750. I was shooting in Santiago Bernabeu in Spain, in Madrid. I was shooting there. I was on vacation. It was in December, it was in December, late December. We were there for the New Year. So I was visiting the stadium. I took some shots, and when we went inside, I got lots of fog on my lens. So I was like, okay, I have to wipe it out and so on. And it was the filter that I was using. It had fog from the inside as well. So I removed the filter, I cleaned everything, and I worked with it. So I think with these cameras, because we have removable lens cap, if you take the lens cap, or if the lens cap was closed in a humid environment, you will keep some humidity inside of this housing here, you know. And when the camera will heat, because you are using 4K 60, you are using 8K, you are using the pure video mode, the AI processors and so on, that will lead probably to some fogging on the inside. Concerning the batteries, if the battery is being used a lot, so it is like bringing lots of power to the processor of the camera, to the electronic circuit of the camera, that will make some overheating of the camera. But it's not mainly the battery. It should be, if it's the case, that means that there is something in the electronic circuit. And the electronic circuit of these cameras, well, if mine is working, so I don't see any explanation why the other electronic boards are not working well, are consuming more power. Yeah, I saw some failing batteries, but I didn't get the idea about that, why the batteries, well, it could be, you know. For example, I remember once we argued with a drone pilot that I know, because his drone fell on the ground, so the battery got a huge shock, and then he used the battery on another drone. It was the Phantom 4 back then. So he used the battery on another drone, and when the drone was in the air, it exploded. You know, and he was blaming DJI back then because the drone exploded, but the idea is that he was using a battery that had a shock on it, so it's not good. So I don't know exactly this problem, why we have that battery failure. If we have that battery failure, why? You know, I tried my acepro battery, acepro 1 batteries on this one. I didn't have issues at all. I tried the acepro 2 batteries on the acepro 1, and I didn't have any issues at all, you know. So I put a smaller battery inside and the bigger battery inside of the other, and I didn't see any issues. Bucket Ball, si tu veux commander une pizza, prends-moi une savoyarde, s'il te plaît. I updated my acepro 2 in firmware. They say that they have many quality improvements. Yes, that's what I saw also. And I'll be testing this tomorrow, because today I'm not feeling well. Let's keep it for tomorrow. Do you think it's coming soon? Finish the GoPro company. I'm sorry for the brand, because I used Hero 10, but definitely GoPro doesn't listen. Well, with what's happening in the world, GoPro is from the United States. Well, it's not Chinese, and Chinese brands are being banned in the US for a reason, for a certain reason. So maybe GoPro will use that to get into the market, to create, to innovate a little bit more. But well, they are way too far, and they have the capabilities and all the skills to create and to innovate. So every year I'm so excited when they announce the launch of the new camera, because I say, why not? It could be better, it should be better. But in the last 3 years it was exactly the same with a different number on top of it. Thank you. Well, as any content creator, when you create your videos, when you start your content creation journey, you have an idea to that you would like to reach. You have a certain position that you would like to reach in that. But mainly you start creating and you have 0 views, you have 0 followers, 0 subscribers, 0 comments, but you start to create just for yourself, because that's something that you enjoy, that you love to talk about, and that you think that one day what you said might be listened by someone in some place. And that's exactly what is happening, and I'm really grateful for that, because you get some motivation. It's not like getting rich in the bank account, way far from that, because I just ordered a new Sony full frame camera. But the idea is that you see that, for example, when you tell me that you like my content, you like the videos, and you are thankful for the tips that I gave, that's really interesting. That's really important to me, as much as the email that I got from DJI. That means that even the big brands are watching the small channels. So this should be something encouraging for you as well, to start your journey and create content, even if you will not get views. For example, this Black Friday is to share some products that I think they are worth mentioning. Is it working now? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Is it working now? Okay, wow. I was really afraid. I don't know what's happening, but I got a disconnection from the OBS. I couldn't connect to my YouTube at all, to my Google account at all. And then I noticed that this one here is showing 0, you know, and this one is connected to Wi-Fi. So I think this is the issue. I had a problem with the Wi-Fi, maybe because of the bad weather. That's weird. Okay, let's see why.